Hi, my name is Carlotta A, and I'm a professor of electrical and computer engineering. And my area of research is in human-robot interaction, robotics education, engineering education, and diversifying STEM. So I get asked often how I became an engineering professor because it is so rare to see a black woman engineering professor. There's only about 200 or so in the United States who are in academia. And I like to say that I had a very non-traditional pathway. I am going to write my autobiography someday. I already have the title. It's going to be From Barbies to Bots, My Unexpected Journey to STEM. I say unexpected because you really just see mostly white males in this profession. And a lot of times when you talk to them, they're an engineer because mom, dad, aunt, uncle, cousin was an engineer. Somebody in their family was a professor, had a PhD. They grew up fixing TVs, working on cars, etc. None of that was my story. I grew up playing with Barbie dolls. I wanted to be a high school or middle school math teacher. I used to give my dolls homework and grade it. And the only reason I became an engineer was because when I was in middle school, I had a principal tell my mom, she's so good at math and science, you really should put her into a magnet school. Once I got into the magnet school in 6th grade, I then was in a program called Inroads, and I had a career counselor in high school tell me to consider engineering. No idea what an engineer was. So after school, I walked to the public library because no cell phones to look it up either. And so I looked it up, said, looks okay, not quite sure. So because of that, I have 2 bachelor's degrees, one in mathematics from Spelman College and one in electrical engineering from Georgia Tech. I wanted to get the math degree so that if at any point I decided to go back to be a school teacher, I already had the math background. So that is the first part. I'm going to call it Storytime Part 1 about how I became an engineer. If you want to know more about my advice to other future aspiring engineers, professors, people in STEM, look at my engineering professor advice on Instagram, noirstemminist.com, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, you name it. And I will come back and give more as part of part 2. My STEM talk is all about robotics, engineering, education, diversifying STEM. Please come, enjoy, like, share, comments. Stay STEMtastic.